Hello.
Good morning. I brought you this. I thought there's enough of it in your house, so you got 4 sausage dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
They do a lot of barking.
Is that because you think that looks like a sausage dog?
No, it's a piece of bark. Oh my god.
This all needs to come down today.
What do you mean?
I'm going to go get you another one. Because we're going away.
Oh, of course. You're going on holiday. We're actually going away on the same day. We're both going away tomorrow on holiday.
You planned it around my holiday.
To be honest, I probably did, now that I'm very into my calendar. Your last family trip got cancelled due to work, so it's a necessity that you take this trip.
I'm 1 foot gone. And I will be working to an extent in that I'll deal with anything I have to deal with. It's the time when I'm doing the least, so I might see things that maybe I wouldn't see normally.
But your perspective must change. I suppose when everyone goes away, you look at the world a little bit differently. Have you made any big decisions after having come back from a trip?
I left my previous business to start this on my honeymoon. Called the board and went, I'm out. Just stress after stress after stress. It just got to the point where I went like, fuck this.
You're not going to do that this week, are you?
No. Timing wise, this is really good. We had a really, really good couple of months, so it's the most prepared, like, for me to go away and things like that, I think I've actually been for a long time.
But I suppose a lot of people think of the entrepreneurial life as mainly the rewards, right?
I don't think that's what drives entrepreneurs. It's about risk. I love having an opportunity to 3x something, or that's what I look for. You tell me, right, Goat's fixed at this for the next 4 years. However good that is, as soon as it's fixed, I'm not interested. What's the risk? What's the benefit? That, I think, is what being an entrepreneur is about, is that willingness to play that game, that almost the necessity to have your chips on the table, at any given time.
Is that a rare way to think?
No, I don't.
Or is that
think
most
so.
entrepreneurs?
I think that's most entrepreneurs. What's enough money? Certainly Jeff Bezos has got enough money, but most people watching this, if they think about their boss or the person that owns the company that they work for, they would decide that person has enough. If I ever had as much money as that person, it would be enough. But it isn't for that person. So they're doing it for something else. They need to lose occasionally. They need to feel like they're in a war, like it's real. Otherwise, life's dull.
Part of the struggle is what makes you happy or satisfied.
Yeah, I think so. I think you run a marathon, if it was easy, that feeling at the end wouldn't be that great. And the best things in life are hard and then get good. If it just goes good, people get bored.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Have a lovely trip.
Thank you.
Try and relax. Have you got stress on your mind?
No more than usual.
Yeah, you're quite good at dealing with that. I suppose it's 24/7, right?
Either get used to it or die, I think, is pretty simple options. No one's ever forced into a stressful situation.
What do you mean?
If I pulled out a gun and stuck it in the middle of your head, are you worried about the other problem? Pretty much everything can be insignificant if you have a bit of perspective. Just got to keep going. You've got to focus on the stuff you can do, give 100%, and then wherever it falls is wherever it falls.
I picked up my car, finally. It's fixed, and just getting in it feels amazing. I've driven across London to Sam Fowler's. I got stuck in horrendous traffic. I wanted to drive this car sort of out on the open roads. I was sort of imagining driving along those long winding roads of California or somewhere, but I was stuck inhaling a lot of fumes, so I feel a bit dizzy. What?
That's great. That is true. If you can't take a joke, don't take a joke.
What?
It's a family motto of ours.
What kind of jokes are you sort of telling each other?
Isn't that right, Dad? What's the motto? Don't take a joke. Don't bother. There you go. If you can't take a joke, don't bother.
Hello, Mr. Fowler.
Hello.
What title? What's his
Mr. Fowler.
Mr. Fowler? Mr. Fowler.
Have some fucking respect.
Colin, okay. There you go. I'm on first name basis.
Or Papa Fowler, you could
Papa
put.
Fowler.
Sir Colin. See?
Sir Colin.
Sir Colin. To you.
Well, bugger off. If you can't take a joke.
Don't bother.
We're on Eltham Heath, and it's very beautiful. I like it.
Deck chair looks like.
A walking deck chair. I suppose the number one topic on our list is, sorry for not including you in yesterday's vlog about people that have lived abroad.
I was gutted about that. There's quite a few people you left out there.
Go on then.
Elliot grew up in Dubai, so did Alex, and then I lived out in Dubai as well for just about a year. So,
right,
yeah.
Dubai seems to have fostered quite a lot of talent.
Dubai is a real breeding ground for people in media that can't get into the UK market. But I agreed with what Aaron said. It makes people a lot more rounded, because it does. I learned more in that year than I would have done sitting at a desk being an intern here any longer. And I couldn't have done that for much longer. I think that working abroad, if you've got the chance to do it, bloody well do it.
Where would you send me?
I could see you getting on with the Americans as well.
Oh,
the Americans would be like, oh, he's British, oh, you know.
Let's talk about something light and fluffy whilst we walk through these mysterious woods, like Disney, a brand that you say makes you feel
magical and special.
Magical and special.
I wouldn't class myself as a Disney file, but I've got a lot of respect for what Disney is as a brand. Disney, when they put something together, like whether it be their rides or their hotels, there's a story and a narrative. When you go around Disney parks, there's things called hidden Mickeys, and hidden Mickeys are within every ride. You'll see like Mickey's outline, like the head and the two ears. They're thinking about everything that goes into it. Disney, when they were building Epcot in Florida.
What's Epcot?
Well, it's one of their parks now. It was meant to be a city of the future. I'm going to set up an entire city here in the middle of Florida that's going to have all of the best technology, and it was an actual social project. And there's a lot to me that brands that think, what can we actually do as a society, and what can we do ethically that's actually going to further humanity and the way people have their day-to-day lives. Elon Musk came out for like a brief few minutes. He was the 5th richest person in the world. He said that he's not actually out to make personal money. He wants all of his personal money to go into getting humanity to Mars. When you look at the building works and society that Walt Disney was building on, he looked at a swamp and went, yeah, I'm gonna put a city here. And now you look at the worth of Disney and what that park is worth and the amount of jobs it creates for Florida and that area. That's what I mean, like an actual sociological thing, is that people need to be more aware of the brands that are buying in, of whether they're actually giving back to things. Get that.
What?
Get that. Get the duckling. Get the duckling. Zoom in on the duckling. Zoom in. Look, see it? And here we see the duckling. Watch it as it goes along looking for its mother. Little does she know, her mother died last week. She's been without food for a week now and will likely perish. The foxes will have her tonight.
Morbid.
That's
really?
my Attenborough.
I thought you liked Disney.
I do like Disney. Doesn't mean I can't be, you know, a realist.